Okay. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do.
And a very good day here at Buffalo Park in East London. Thank you for joining us for the CSA Division 2 T20 Challenge Final between the SA Under 19 versus the Northern Cape Heat.
Bulise ke babukeli siphethe umdlalo omkhulu phakathi kwe-South Africa Under 19 iqobisana ne-Northern Cape Heat. Limathumba ntaka kodwa ke bukhona nobushushu obuthile mntungu ngathi kusebhayi weather lapha namhlanje. Qale yashushu kusasa kwavela amafu apha emveni kwemini.
That's what you call Eastern Cape weather. Get all 4 seasons in one day. It is a bit gloomy, also humid. Good bowling conditions, yeah. But the Northern Cape Heat will be hoping to get off to a rollicking start. The SA and the 19 boys will be looking to continue with the form that they've shown throughout the competition, not losing even one match, being dominant in all their performances so far, showing a great amount of intensity here. Matthew Boast starting from a different end, as he did from where he did yesterday.
Deep.
Matthew Boast with a brilliant start for the SA Under 19. Put the ball in the perfect area.
Umkile Fanaka Christopher bemke ngolhlobo nayizolo kwi-over yokuqala. Bowle kakuhle kakhulu Mfanaka Matthew Boast lebhola leyo. Santya Ntungu ayisantya bonakala ke Mfanaka Christopher ukuba khangayazi edlalwayo tupha. Qale kahle kakhulu eSouth Africa Under 19.
you really have to applaud the way the SA and the 19 players have been going on throughout the competition. As we said before the start, showing a great amount of intensity from ball one. The other teams so far have been struggling to live with that, and this is just a great show of that very same attitude that they've been showing. It's up to the Northern Cape Heat now to show their resolve.
Bukele ke mfana ka Victor Mahlangu uba uzayihlangula na iqela lakhe le Northern Cape Heat. Simbonile ke izolo Mntungwa into yokubana umfana kaMahlangu uye wakunaka ukusokola ukuthile ekwenzeni imitsi ngohlobo ofamba wenza ngalo yaxotha apha ekwenzeni imitsi.
You'd expect that the SA and the 19 bowlers studied that game because they were here. They saw that he largely struggled when the balls were coming onto his legs. But Matthew Boast, with pace to burn, shouldn't really have a problem with executing his plans.
Bambe kahle no Prince naye la bhola apha ngasemva. Chintwanga ke iziteam zombini namhlanje. Dlala iteam enye. Bowla ngasemva lo bhola leyo fana ka Matthew Post. Saqalwa Mndungwa. Qale kahle mfana ka Matthew Post. Khanganyile into yokubana utshintshe i-ends namhlanje. Ubhola kwenye end namhlanje uqale kahle kakhulu. Ndifuna ubone into yokubana uzawuvula nokwena maphakana okanye uzawuvula noLiya Mawaqo. Susa kahle milenzeni lo bhola mfana ka Victor Mahlangu. Beka umnqongo ebhodini.
The SA and the 19 outfit wouldn't have dreamed of a better start in the T20 Cup final here. Matthew Boast finding the right amount of pace. To answer your question, you would think that Kwena Mapaku would be the ideal partner here. Yesterday he showed better control than Liema.
Yazigadlela Mntungwa lentwana. Yazigadlela. Khawulezile ke mfana ka George van Heerden. Wafaka umuntu pha kwa first slip. Richard Seletswane umile pha kwa slip. Lindele ezabhola zawuchiphuzwa ngabafana baqhoqayo.
Great shot there.
Sika kakuhle mfana ka
Kim.
LSKM. Lo bhola leyo malaphini amanqine enkomo.
Matthew Boast straying a bit from his line there. Matthew Kim never gonna miss out on that. Very composed man is Ernest Kim.
Khumbule ke izolo kuba akhange wenze mahluko omkhulu kapteni weliqela ngephini. Suke makeni fana ka Cam. Gqibezela kakuhle lo over leyo. Sisixhenxe ebhodini. Thinta omnye. Bensatsho ukubana wena Mntungwa umfana lo ka Cam akakhange abe nosuku oluhle kakhulu izolo ngophini. Eyikapteni ke ngiqinisekile into yokubana ngulumdlalo lo azicelele ngawo nguwo lo.
This is the perfect place, the perfect stage for him to earn some retribution. Brilliant first over for the SA and the 19 boys. Just 7 runs from it and a crucial first wicket by Matthew Boast. It's a very respectable crowd here at Buffalo Park. You would have thought that with the home team out, there wouldn't be that many people coming to watch the SA Under-19s versus Northern Cape Heat in the CSA Division 2 T20 Challenge Final.
Kwena Maphaka 1 for 32 izolo over zakhe ezine. Siphathele ndoni namhlanje. Jongena no NSKM, captain we Northern Cape Heat. Final namhlanje. Skweleko usemalaphini. Third man usemalaphini. Bethe milenzeni lo bhola khomtsi. Basike sayithetha wena mntungwa into yokubana sencinci lentwana minyaka nje 16 sekuthethwa kakhulu ngayo. Sibonakalisile noko izolo. Phazama nje le line yakhe sangasemva gqwetha lo mdlalo la ixela ukuba iwide leyo. Nasi isantya angone mncinci nje unasi isantya fana kakwena Maphaka.
I have to think of the pressure Maphaka must be feeling right now. Tender age of 16, playing in a professional final. After straying wide in that second ball, he immediately called up third man to come into the circle, pushed out fine leg. Both the fielders outside the circle are on the leg side.
So ke makeni fana kakem Nqongo beka nje ebhodini umnqongo fana kakem.
Finding some shape there, Kwena Maphaka into the left-hander.
Bonile kula over yokuqala ka Matthew Post into yokubana ukuba umnika igumbi lamfana kakem uzawuqinisekisa into yokubana beke malaphi.
Punishes you every time you ball on the offside. It's a very close call there. Mahlangu's feet not really helping him there.
Ngamathele kula Chris ezanyawo zakhe. Bekufana ba kaloku usebenzise enyawo lakhe lesenxele. Ayilandele ibhola le. Aye kuyo ibhola le. Safika ke kodwa.
That's a brilliant line by Kwena Maphaka. We talked about that shape coming into the left-hander and leaving the right-hander. Just needs to stay there now.
Bonakala umfana kaMahlangu kuba igazi lisabanda inyawo za azishukuma inyawo akwazi usebenzisa inyawo. Dlala yedwa kakhona mfana kaMahlangu. Akanazi impendulo zale mibuzo ayibuzayo mfana kaKwena.
Brilliant first over from Kwena Maphaka. Exactly what the coach and his captain and his team would have wanted from him. He spoke about him having a bit more control than the other left armour in the team. He just showed it there.
Simbonile uMateyu ke izolo into ba uzibhole zonke zakhe overs zone spele soqala sakhe.
It will be interesting to see if Matthew Post does do the same as yesterday and finish all his overs in one spell. The umpire feeling like a harsh call there on Matthew Post. Very strict are these umpires in this T20 format.
Yaphinde yayiphazama la line mfana kaBoss. Yaphinde yayiphazama umnikela gumbi fana kaKhem nokumncanca apha emilenzini antso ke
Brilliant running there. Mahlangu, confident core. As soon as the ball was dropped by Ernest Kim.
yona nto ibalulekileyo ke kweli qela le-Northern Cape Heat kukuba lisebenzise le power play yokuqala. Sibonile ke izolo ukuba basokole kakhulu khange bafumane imitsi emininzi kula power play yokuqala. Phulukana ke nethuba lokwenza imitsi. Jonge kumfana kaMahlangu, Matthew Post. Susa kakuhle emilenzeni lo bhola fana ka Victor Mahlangu emalaphini. Fine leg sesekileni bengenalo nethuba pha bengasoza afike tu pha ukwena maphaka.
We saw yesterday that Victor Mahlangu wasn't looking to score any runs by taking any risks. He was waiting for bad balls like those. Matthew Post. That 4 was on a silver platter. Once more, Matthew Post straying on his line. Comfortably, the umpires adjudged it. Leg buys. Matthew Post allowing the Northern Cape Heat side some breathing room.
So, but I mean, surely does it?
It's a CSA Division 2 T20 Cup final. Missed out there. Mahlangu. Played it with his wrist tucked in. With his elbow tucked in, rather.
Qoba kakuhle mfana kaMahlangu lo bhola fumana umnqongo. Dlulanga nodlula kwa cover lo bhola leyo. Nebalekile imitsi wena mntungwa. Nokuba bahlale pha sibonile uGrant Thompson uhleli pha yena izolo. Mfana kaMarray naye uhleli izolo. Balekile ke mfana kaKhem ahlale pha noMahlangu. Bakhe la partnership.
That is true. Yesterday, most of the teams couldn't score that much in the power play because they kept losing wickets. Played. Gwenda Mapaka covered that space in next to no time. And that's the end of the third over. Score is on 21. 21 for 1. Going at a steady run rate here, the Northern Cape Heat. 7 and over. You'd expect them to pick it up.
Yambona uLiam Alter kuba uyazilungiselela ukuba abhole kakuhle kakhulu izolo iOver zakhe ezokuqala ezintathu. Uzoyibhatyaza kule yokugqibela. Khupha imitsi elishumi elesihlanu kula over yakhe yokugqibela. Ekubene ebhole kakuhle kakhulu umfana kaLiam Elder. Beka nje uphini mfana kaKhem sebenzise sasantya sikakwena maphaka. Sumnike la gumbi umfana kaKhem. Manqine enkomo lawo dlale kakuhle kakhulu uKhem lo bhola leyo. Phazama mfana kamaphaka la line. He didn't
even miss his line by that much. Preferably it would have been a bit closer to his body, but Kim played that perfectly.
Suke make fana kaKhem. sokole ke lo mfana ka Victor Mahlangu kule over yakamaphaka yokuqala. Ebedlala yedwa engayazi edlalwayo mfana kaMahlangu kweza bhola zintathu ebejongene nazo zisuka kwena maphaka. Phazama kancinci nangoku maphaka la length yakhe. Funeka ibeke pha full good length.
Yeah, he was pitching it up in that first over. Mahlangu, irate with himself. They missed out once more. Still trying to find his feet here, Victor Mahlangu. Maphaka will be happy to have gotten away with that.
Bola ngasemva kwakhona mfana kaMaphaka lo bhola leyo.
You can see the strategy he was looking for there though. It looked like he was setting him up. A couple of short pitch deliveries. And then with that late shape that he's getting, was looking for an LBW there. And in terms of his feet, Mahlangu was nowhere.
Bukelwe ke lo mfana kaMaphaka namhlanje ngabazali bakhe. Ensekile kuba mfana kaMaphaka uyayalo nto leyo. Nansi la length, nansi la line ku Victor Mahlangu. Sokola kancinci xa ibeka kula off stump.
Finding that shape it well here. Gwena Maphaka just needs to keep it there. Victor Mahlangu not trusting himself there with going on with the drive, finishing it off. Cautious start from Victor Mahlangu here.
Liam Elder sibone ke ba uza kwenza lebe yenzile izolo. Ndoda ephula ipartnerships. Xa ucaptain edinge othintu ubaleke lapha ku Liam Elder. Top wicket taker in the competition as well. Liam Elder.
He's got him! Liam Elder breaking the partnership just as Mr. Garbage just said. Brilliant ball.
Dlale yedwa. Fana kwa Victor Mahlangu. Sebenzile mfana ka Prince ngasemva kwezinti. Fumene mfana kaMahlangu elele engapha komgca wakhe.
It's just as you said there, Ongs. Liam Elder, the top wicket taker for the competition. Renowned for breaking partnerships. That brings to the crease Moon Sami.
Phindile kwakhona umfana ka Liam Elder. Over yakhe yokuqala fumana uthinti. Ayingothinti nje ngothinto omkhulu. Khumbule ke kuba uVictor Mahlangu izolo dibanise imitsi ngama-46 nguye no Grant Thompson. Thinto omkhulu lowa ka Victor Mahlangu bone ke ba uRivaldo Munsem uzasiphathela ntoni namhlanje emveni kwakhe kawulandela uGrant Thompson ofela nje kakuhle
Victor Mahlangu never really looked confident here today against both the fast bowlers and spin first up.
dlala yedwa uRivaldo Munsem enisekiso lo mfana kaLiam Eld into yokubana kamniki igumbi basophe ke kumfana oyitswebo hlobo ibhola into yokuba ubuyumva kuba ufuna umsika qale kahle kakhulu umfana kaLiam Elder
Matthew Post changing ends here as he did yesterday. If you've just joined us, welcome to the final of the CSA Division 2 T20 Challenge. Matthew Post got a wicket of the first ball of the day.
qaqambili ikamva loMzantsi Afrika kukho la jersey number 4 kukho la jersey number 4
Matthew Post
kumbuza mfana kaHeerden Markram kamva loMzantsi Afrika sebenzile mfana kaMatthew Post over yakhe yokuqala fumana uthinto omkhulu kaChristopher
seems to be a problem here with one of the Northern Cape Heat batsmen. The physio has run onto the field. Ernest Kim, the one being treated. The issue seems to have subsided now. Ernest Kim about to face the big and powerful Matthew Post. Ernest Kim hasn't been allowing himself to get bogged down on one end here today. Taking the fight to the SA and the 19 bowlers. Responding with the same amount of intensity.
qinisekile wena mndungu into ba bonile uhlobo adlale ngalo emncedisa imalika club power play yokuqala izolo sebenzisa iqhinga elinye nayo mfana kaKhem namhlanje dlala yedwa mfana kaMunsem bowle mfutshane fumana igumbu mfana kaMunsem fambise malaphini leya wena mndungu
Yeah, the Northern Cape Heat batters, except for Ernest Kim, have been struggling with the cut shot here today.
qhubele moyeni lobhola Munsemi ya straight kumfana kaLiam waqu kwaMidon chola nje kakuhle phandle kwamathandabuzo mdlalo wefinal CSA T20 knockout phakathi kwamakrwala South Africa under 19 qobisana namadoda amakhulu Northern Cape Heat thinti babini abawileyo imitsi ngama-29 over yokugqibela ye-power play. What the plaza for you?
SA under 19 utilizing a similar strategy to the one they did yesterday when it comes to the bowling attack, saving Gwenama Parker for the back end of the innings. Yeah, no real authority there from Rivaldo Munsami when he played that shot. Perhaps the ball didn't pitch exactly where he wanted it to. Might be feeling the pressure also. Faced 8 balls, hasn't gotten off the mark.
Santya, Panaka make post.
But how can he? How can he get off the mark with that kind of pace? Matthew Post, a marvel to watch here.
Qabezela umfana kaLiam Elder. Bowle kakuhle kakhulu over yakhe yokuqala. Fumana uthinto omnye, bethwa nje umtso omnye. Sibone ba uza kwenza njani kule yesibini. Fana ka NSCam jongana kokuqala nalomfana wakwaLiam Elder. Kamniki gumbi sesimbonile umfana kaKhem ukuba mhle kakhulu ekusikeni la bhola. Khawulela nje wayisusa emilenzini. Fumana umnqongo. Monsemi jongana nebhola ezilithoba akasuka emakeni. Qinisekile uba uqiniselela lungapha ya. Team yakhe idinga imitsi. Dlulile power play yokuqala. Fumana imitsi engama-30 kuphela.
Matthew Post going to deep square. Takes him on.
Nalo laqinizelela. Leqa umfana kaGeorge Heerden, Van Heerden. Faka lo bhola le bafumana isibini. Olwaqinizelela besitha ngalo wena Mndungwa. Limenza umfana kaMonsemi ukuba athathe lento kuthiwa yi-risk. Bona ibethele emoyeni la bhola kayifumenanga tu.
That's true. Feeling the pressure here, Munsami.
Ofela kwakhona. Bowla kahle uLelder.
Elder instructing his mid on to stay on the edge of the circle, yeah. Perhaps anticipating that. Falls safely. Munsami.
Engakhali iyayekwa mfana kaMonsemi. Yikho nje ayifumanayo namhlanje kwezibhola zilishumi nesibini ajongene nazo mfana kaMonsemi. Khawulela ichiphuza mfana kaKhem khona umethe post kwa fine leg kwa third man xabe. Fumana nje umnqongo. Bona ke abafana beNorthern Cape badinga nje iscore eseright ngokuba bowling attack yabo ayishushu.
Takes him on. Brilliant shot there by Rivaldo Munsami. Slog sweeps him. Seeing that, Liam Elder bowling the perfect lines. The best form of defense is to attack. Eases the pressure off himself. Gets his strike rate to a respectable level. 9 of 13 now. Score is 40 after 7 overs. James about to come in for some spin. If I'm not mistaken, he bowled 1 over yesterday. Got punished.
Bhekela nje kakuhle mfana kaKhem. Qhuba straight lo bhola leyo. Fumana nje umnqongo. Bujongile mbukeli ekhaya uyawubona ba abadlali namhlanje babeleke i-hashtag apha emiqolo. And gender based violence. Semzantsi Afrika siyazi ukuba baphetheka kakubi kakhulu amanina eMzantsi Afrika. Sebenza omhle kakhulu umntungwa owenziwa ngu-CSA in terms of awareness. Ngeyona ngxaki enkulu esinayo apha eMzantsi Afrika.
Yeah, you're right. It's a great initiative here by CSA. Putting the focus on one of the biggest problems that we have, gender-based violence.
Khawulela kakhona mfana kaMunsemi. Quba nje kakuhle fumana umnqongo. Noko esasithandathu asibethileyo wena Ntungwa ingathi simfake nomfutho. Unako ukuzithemba kunako umfana wakwaMunsemi.
Oh, got lucky there. Ernest Kim. The ball was too close to cut. Could have chopped it onto his own stumps. Finds the gap there. Straight to deep point. That's the end of the Justin over. Score is 43 for 8. 43 for 2 after 8, rather.
Abdullah Bayumi. Bowle kahle kakhulu lengwengwane izolo. Khosantya singako. Olwahlobo lomaphaka no Matthew Post. Kodwa yona ndibalulekileyo kulomfana zeza variations.
Yeah, you feel like he's the one of all the bowlers we saw yesterday. He's the one who made the most out of the conditions, out of what the pitch had to offer. And you were hoping that many more would have followed suit.
So sanje apha emathangeni lo bhola umfana kaKhem. Nothusile umfana kaBayumi izolo. Hlakaniphila kululanga tu ubhowleza bhola azibholayo. Ngohlobo azibhola ngalo. Klenda wafuna uzibhola ngalo. Ngeli xesha afuna uyenza ngayo yonke loo nto leyo.
Yeah, I showed great composure by Yumi, especially against the big hitters of the Eastern Cape Inyati. Shot. Munsami finding his range here. Straight over cover.
Manqine nkomo Munsemi.
Walked down the pitch there. Munsami intentionally hit it over the man at cover.
Chephuzu ukhona umuntu liyema waqu sekileni. But that man
Perhaps timed that way more than he wanted to. Was hoping to get the ball between short third man. Liamawaku seems to have injured himself here when he was stopping that ball.
bethe kakhulu lo bhola leyo liye mawaqu emnweni phumela ngaphandle ke dugout yofumana uncedo kwifizio yabo.
Good shot from Munsemi.
Emveni kwesasithandathu asibethileyo mfana kaMunsemi khona into endayifumanele wena mndungu nokuzithemba okuthile.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to get bogged down for too long. Waqu now off the field. Engelbrecht has come in. Injury enforced.
Nika nje igumbi fana kaKhem.
Well played from Rivaldo Munsemi. Given some room there by Bayumi. Using the little bit of pace has been given.
Qhwaba ngempama lo bhola leyo mfana kaMunsemi. Manqine nkomo. Qale kakubi ke umfana kaMunsemi. Eneqanda emveni kwebhola ezithandathu ajongene nazo lezi 9 xebe ajongene nazo. Yawujonga ngoku kuba uneshumi linethoba yemitsi kwibhola ezilishumi linethoba kwazona.
That's very close. Umpire probably saying the ball was going down. Takes them on. Great save there from Van Heerden. Saves a couple of runs there. Ernest Kim had made brilliant contact with that. But Van Heerden made up that ground quite quickly. Works him away to deep point for 1. You have to wonder how serious the injury to Liam Waqu is there.
Yambona ke physiotherapist under 19 sajongene naye. Fana kaWaqu. Bilithuba elia. Lo mfana kaMunsemi akasebenzisanga. Jikile kodwa la bhola kaJames.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. The ball seems to have gripped and turned there on the surface.
Khawulela fumana nje umnqongo.
There's some purchase there for James when he was bowling to the right-handed Munsemi. Oh, it was very close to being a caught and bowled. Well done, Herman.
Fike kwakusasa ke lo mfana kaRonan Heerden namhlanje. Dibanisa ne-coaches phaa ezinethini bethi ibhola. Khumbule udlala kahle kakhulu izolo. Strike rate of 140. Dlala kahle kakhulu mfana kaHerman.
Oh, I set up the chase brilliantly for his team there yesterday.
Buyile umfana kaLiam Waqu noko la injari lamnwe ukwesandla sakhe sasekunene esangasebenzisiyo kakhulu ke phofu yena elinxele nje. Buye kwena
Yeah,
maphaka.
that's a good point.
Buye kwena maphaka. Chinji end.
You have to wonder if James was using the stud marks there that were left by the left-handed bowler, Gwena Mapaka. No, it wasn't Gwenama Parker on that side.
fumenanga tu Cam lo ball nyinto endiyibonayo kulo mfana kakwena into yokuba ubhola ezabhola kuthiwa zi-heavy balls akululanga tu betha la ball si-skill esiya sisakhono ekungakholula tu uba naso yena mfana kakwena maphaka dlalo we-final we-CSA T20 knockout phakathi kwe-South Africa under 19 khumbule ke mbukeli ukuba South Africa under 19 wine zone matches zayo bekhe kwabekho umbuzo wena fana kwaMntungwa kwathiwa xa lamakhwenkwe SA under 19 ezobetha amaqela ka-Division 2 omahlanu ingaba ithetha ukuthini ngezinga le-cricket yalapha eMzantsi Afrika khumbule kaloku Division 2 naye professional cricket
Shot.
bhola emfutshane fana kakwena mapaka khawuleze mfana kakhema ibeke emalaphini pull shot enhle kakhulu khawuleze wayibona mfana kakhem noko kudala ngokwasewikethini igazi lishushu ubona kakuhle fana kakhem simanga iscore ebhodini
Oh, great improvisation there by Ernest Kim. Just stepped away and lapped that ball using the pace of Gwenama Parker. Ernest Kim. The pressure here not getting to him. Playing one of the best innings he's played here in the CSA T20 knockout.
We said it Ndungwa that Ines Kem knows that he didn't do that well with the bat in the semi-finals and he's the captain as well. So there's no better time for him to lead by example. The stage is set for him. Uses his feet once again, hits it over, point for 4. Another glorious shot there from NSKM. He understands that he's got a very, very good bowling unit. So the only thing that they need is to have a very, very respectable, decent score on the board for them. He moves over to 34 of 27 balls.
Seems to be getting into the heads or into the minds of the SA bowlers here, Ernest Kim.
He's forced a change again. Matthew Post in the boundary.
Looking over cover here.
Khawulela kakhona uKhem bethele emntwini.
You'll feel like you missed out on that. Ernest Kim. Low full toss. Hit it straight to the cover fielder. Either side of that fielder, that ball was a certain 4. But he's eased the pressure on his team here with 3 boundaries in that over.
James has been quietly bowling very well actually. Look at his figures. 8 runs after 2 overs. No wicket of course, but very economical.
I believe it's the end that he's bowling from.
Deep square leg, cow corner, long on, long off. Men on the offside, deep point. Shimmies down the wicket. Knocks it down to long off for a single. Rivaldo Monsemi. 22 of 23. He's done very well actually to move from 0 of 9 to where he is currently.
Takes him on, does Matthew Cam. Mistimed it. Easy catch for Van Heerden. Justin James, as we're speaking about him. Brilliant figures here today. Got a wicket as well now. Removing the dangerous Ernest Kim.
James, that guy plays for Leicester. James Justin.
Grant Thompson did very well yesterday with the bat. Measured innings. Unbeaten on 54. Drops it short, James. Very quick on that back foot. Grant Thompson pulls it away, but there's protection in the boundary at cow corner. Only goes for a single.
Thompson picking up right where he left off yesterday. Showing the frustration there. That's Munsami. Good throw from deep end. Once again, it's a respectable crowd here at Buffalo Park, coming to watch the final of the CSA T20 Knockout Cup.
A ball, James. 1 for 11 and 2.5.
Drops that well, Thompson. Gets an easy 2 there for his troubles. Munsami needing a change of gloves there. Perhaps he saw that after that sweep shot, the bat must have slipped in his hands.
Ooh, interesting change-up. Liam Awako comes into bowl in the 13th over of the game.
Perhaps it was that slight hand injury on his right side. Gave him a bit of a discomfort there. Liam Awako got gas on him. Interesting to see what he does first up with the ball that's 13 overs old. Crowd catch there. Takes it calmly, does the young man. Hit it straight into the ground, did Munsami. Waku.
different situation, game situation that Grant Thompson is coming into in this game as compared to the semi-final yesterday. There's no time to have a look and take his time like the last game. Surely his approach is going to be different in this game as compared to the last one. Grant Thompson.
Yeah, look, it is different, but at the same time, maybe the pressure's not quite the same because he's walking in with his team not in as dire trouble as it was yesterday. Yesterday it was 26 for 3. Oh, brilliant fielding there from Silitswane. Yesterday it was 26 for 3. Now he's just come in. Score was in the low 70s. So he has to navigate different conditions.
A very good single there. Good call by Grant Thompson. 13 overs gone, 83 for 3. Liam Elder still has 2. Bayumi still has 3. Mapaka still has 1. Going to be interesting to see how George van Heerden rotates his bowlers from this point, such a crucial stage of the game. Liam Elder comes on. 1 for 12 and 2 overs. Went for 11 in his last over, Liam Elder. Straightforward catch there by Siletswane. Cover is gone. Rivaldo Munsami is gone. And Liam Elder does it again.
Breaks the partnership here. Elder does his job brilliantly for his team, proving to be very valuable here, as he has been throughout the entire competition. Munsami looking to keep that positivity, that aggression, but hits it straight to the fielder. Times it perfectly straight into the hands of Richard Siletswane.
Yeah, it's a good catch there by Siletswane. Very good in the field. These are the 19 boys.
The left-handed Landsberg coming in for the Northern Cape Heat. Northern Cape Heat just lost their 4th wicket. The score on 83. Straight off the mark. Liam Elder. Can't stop saying good things about him. Golden arm for the for the SA and the 19. He's gone for 13 of his 2.2 overs. Got crucial wickets at crucial times as partnerships are starting to form. Always threatening. Oh, good throw there from Prince.
He's in. He's in. Landsberg is in.
Despite the loss of wickets, the Northern Cape Heat haven't stopped running. Good running between the wickets, keeping the pressure on the SA and the 19 fielders.
White ball.
The mind games there from Landsberg. Interrupting the line there that Elder wanted to bowl from. Keeping the strike. Rotating the strike there to the Northern Cape Heat.
The one side is heavily protected by George van Heerden. Knocks it on the offside. Siletswane is there.
Just the presence there of Richard Siletswane made the Northern Cape Heat batters cautious when it came to running there. It's the first time we've seen some hesitation from them. Perhaps Siletswane taking that catch so comfortably has made them respect Siletswane even more. Game is well balanced now. We feel that with Thompson still in. With Thompson still in, we can still see a huge score here, or a respectable score from the SA, from the Northern Cape Heat, as Doug joins me here in the commentary box.
Thanks very much, Gengesi. 6 overs remaining in the innings. Really well poised at this stage. It is the final of the CSA Division 2 Knockout Cup. At the moment, I'd say probably SA under 19 with their tails up. That's very deftly played down to the short third man. Yeah, as been mentioned, Grant Thompson at the crease, coming in at a completely different time today. Not as many balls to build an innings, but with him at the crease, there's definitely runs to be scored. And that leg side heavily protected now for Juan James. James obviously bowling really well, holding a really good economy rate, going at less than a run a ball, and also grabbing a wicket for himself. Really impressed me over these last 2 matches in the knockout part of this tournament. Oh, this one deftly played once again. Fielder coming around. Just the single. SA under 19 won't mind the singles at this stage. It seems to be that Northern Cape Heat are just looking to score off every delivery possible. Trying to put the bad balls away, but at this stage not many bad balls being bowled. And he's trying to hit that into the offside. It's a fantastic catch. Wonderful fielding in the covers. SA under 19 fielding has done it again. Spectacular catch after spectacular catch, driven into the offside, diving to his right and making sure he snatches that. It was a fantastic snatch, and it's not the first spectacular catch we've seen from SA under 19 in the tournament. Their fielding has been absolutely drilled top notch, and that build-up of pressure from Juan James yielding another wicket, and all of a sudden Northern Cape Heat look like they're in a bit of trouble. Score 91 for 5.
No, wait.
Devan Murray in the covers with a fantastic take. And we saw his captain yesterday taking a brilliant catch as well at that mid-on region, saying, if you whatever you can do, I can do better. New man to the crease, Abrams, Grant Thompson just needing a partner on the other end to hold up a partnership. Juan James being absolutely spectacular. Final delivery of his spell. And goes for just the single. 4 overs, 18 runs, 2 wickets. It was a brilliant bowling performance, and what a time to do it as well.
In the final, Doug, it's also worth noting that you did say that there haven't been that many bad balls on offer from the SA under-19 boys. So now Landsberg, they tried to force the issue. Came down to a good length ball, tried to get it away, but couldn't.
Liam Alder coming into the attack once again. He's also been superb with the ball. The spinners have just done a fantastic job. Also only going for 16 in his 3 overs. Top wicket taker in the tournament for a reason. Taking 2 more in the final. Considered going for the second there, but deciding against it. It's just seemed to be a consistent chokehold on this batting lineup for the Northern Cape Heat. It is the same track that's been played on for the 2 semi-finals yesterday, so both teams familiar with the conditions. Thompson backing away, just knocking it down the ground. Gengesi, what do you think is a ideal score here with 4.4 overs remaining?
With this being the last over for Liam Alder and no more spinners. And no more spin bowlers left. I'd like to think that the Northern Cape Heat would be looking at 140, closer to 150. Especially if Grant Thompson is still there with an able partner. They'll feel that with their bowling attack, the Northern Cape Heat can defend that.
Ball's been swept out into the leg side. The one thing I have noticed with this innings so far is that other than Ernest Kem, none of the batters have come in and looked confident from ball 1. Moonsami taking 10 deliveries to get off the mark, and only then hitting 2 or 3 boundaries, but still didn't look comfortable. It does seem to be a slowish wicket aiding batters. There's a few oohs and ahs from the grandstands here for that throw. Lots of families and friends out. The clapping and cheering you hear in the background from the long room here at Buffalo Park. Liam Alder finishing his 4th over now, going for 20 runs and taking 2 vital wickets. And it's just a consistent train of pressure that's being put on the Northern Cape Heat.
And you think that pressure is not about to end with the likes of Liam Awaku still with 3 overs.
Obviously a bit of a worrying sign earlier when he went off the field for some treatment on his finger, fielding a ball that was hit him really hard. First ball, bowling it into the pads. Going out to Bayumi, picks up the ball. Yeah, I'll be looking to angle this into the right-handers, giving them as little room as possible to free their arms. There is protection out in the leg side. We've got cow corner, got a long on fielder and a deep square. Pretty much stock standard field at this stage of the game. Worked into the leg side. They'll consider a second. But once again, the fielders in quick on the ball, making sure that those ones don't turn into twos.
The constant rotation of bowlers by the SA and the 19 side has been brilliant, making sure that everyone in the bowling attack is always fresh. The umpire is converging here.
There does seem to be a question about the ball as third umpire runs onto the field with his bag of balls. Maybe just a bit of damage to the ball. Strange that it's only happening now, because it's not like the ball was hit to the boundary anytime recently.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
I think the SA under 19 players also just asking the question. Do we know if it is the batter's not choice, but do they have a say on which ball is chosen?
They should, because it will affect the way they bat. They might see that the ball is slightly newer than the one that's being replaced. Play continues, yeah.
Ball's been hit out into the offside. 3 overs remaining in the 17th. It's 1 run closer to that 100-run mark. Not ideal for Northern Cape Heat. They would have wanted it to come up a lot earlier than it has. And still a lot of work to do. There is still time though. 21 deliveries, 50 runs, more than possible in that time. Seen they're a lot more comfortable against the pace. Lots of effort in that delivery from Waku.
Oh, shied away from throwing there, seeing as there was no backup.
That was a smart decision, I'd say, at this stage. You don't want to be giving away unnecessary runs. I think that's another point, is there haven't been a lot of extras given away so far this innings. It's been very disciplined bowling. Also, what's made it so difficult for the Heat to score runs. Oh, push that into the offside, going through for a quick single. It's good running.
So risky singles being taken here by the Heat. Both batters don't want to get bogged down in one end.
That single did bring up the 100-run mark for Northern Cape Heat after 16.5 overs. Grant Thompson on strike. Waku's also been fantastic so far in his 1.5 overs. First one going for 3 runs and his second one only going for 4 so far, with 1 delivery remaining. Oh, he's dropped it short. It's come off the shoulder.
Oh, confusion there from the Heat.
Slight misfield. And Kwena Mapaka ruining that little fumble.
Liema Waku keeping the batsmen on their toes, yeah. Brilliant figures so far for Liema.
It does seem to be Matthew Boast coming in for his final over now. He's a little bit more expensive than usual. in his first 3. Mind you, he's gone for 16. He had 1 or 2 expensive overs. Which ball?
Brilliantly played by Grant Thompson. Matthew posts his first ball back, pitches it up nicely. Grant Thompson just plays it over. The fielder's in the circle, finds the gap between deep point and long off. Just the start that the Northern Cape Heat would have wanted. Smacks it to deep point once more. Richard Silitwane. Matthew Boast bringing long off in. Bringing long off in and dropping mid on into long on. Has a huge waft there. Does Abrahams, misses it completely. You'll feel he missed out. The entire offside gaping there. Tried to hit that with hard hands.
No, that's cool.
Tyler, you have the wrong person facing. Facing is Abrahams. The last ball was there.
Matthew Boast finishing his overs there with a dot ball. Good figures for the big man. With 2 more overs to go. Still have Liam Awaku, who's had the best economy rate of the SA under 19 bowlers, yeah. Grant Thompson trying to capitalize on the last 2 overs.
Real effort ball put in there. And they do get a run off that overthrow. Exactly what we were talking about. The backup not being in close. Do you take that shy or not? But having said that, if it's a direct hit, it's wicket time. Penultimate over. 116 on the board. I'm not sure if that's enough. They need something from Abrams here.
Liam giving it his all. Maximum effort.
Abrams he's really been struggling to get the ball away, having only scored 10 off 13. Yes, he is coming in at number 7, but you would expect him to be capable of scoring a few runs, and he is. It's just he hasn't been able to time it as well as he would have liked. Oh my goodness, that was a horrible delivery that almost turned wicket, but it's raced away to the boundary in the end. It's a wide full toss that's caught the outside edge, flown just past Kwena Mapaka at a short third man region, and raced away to the boundary for a 4. A welcome 4.
Can see what Waku is trying to do here. He's trying to go 6 for 6 in the block hole.
Once again, a wide full toss being hit out into the offside. They settle for 1. Eight balls remaining in the innings. They'll be looking to get as close to that 140 mark as possible. SA under 19 have looked like a formidable batting unit, batting right down to number 11 according to some of the supporters. And Northern Cape Heat have a real shift to put in now. Huge waft at that by Abrams.
The focus on Liam Awaku. Knows exactly what he's doing. Putting in a brilliant shift here for his team.
And I have Thompson on 22 and Abrams on 10.
Last ball of the over.
And Abrams on 10.
Smashed. Smashing into the vacant mid-wicket region.
And that's a real positive way to end the 19th over. 126 for 5 now. And yeah, it was some good hitting towards the end of this, in this over specifically. As it looks like Kwena Mapaka is lining up for the final over of this innings. Grant Thompson, we know he's got some real levers on him. Can he launch it? If there was any time to do it, now would be it. We're in the final over of the first innings of this final. Grant Thompson with a heroic batting innings yesterday to get them into this final. Now he needs to get them into a position to make sure that they can defend. Kwena Mapaka has been really good so far. A little bit loose, straying on his lines occasionally. And the batters have taken a liking to him, especially those opening three batters. Mapaka, first one going down leg side. It's not the first time today that he's done that. Lots of encouragement, lots of energy out in the field. Lots of encouragement, needing it at this stage, knowing how important this over will be. Thompson, the experienced man, all the weight on his shoulders. And he's launched it into the leg side, all the way for 6. That's a fantastic hit. Kwena Mapaka just dropping it a little short, erring on his length, and it's been heaved into the leg side by Grant Thompson. We all know how capable he is and showing exactly what he can do. Brilliant stroke play. Pressure on the bowler.
Parker perhaps overthinking it here a bit. Seemed like it was the ball that was wide first up. Was a better option.
Just in conversation with his captain at the moment, making a few field changes. And interestingly enough, after that shot was played, he's brought up the deep square leg. It hints at the fact that he'll be bowling wide outside off stump. Two fielders back, that backward point region. And it's been hit out towards that exact fielder. It's been thrown in. Matthew Bowes, chance of a run out.
Good running from the heat. It's been good running from the heat for the entire innings. Getting closer to that 140 mark now.
They have taken a real liking to Mapaka today. It seemed to have targeted him from the get-go. It's much better delivery, catching the inside edge. Someone calling Mapaka Cristiano Ronaldo. Hopefully he can strike too. This one being pushed out into the offside, and it's actually raced away to the boundary. Grant Thompson has timed that to absolute perfection. Fielder on the infield, sprawling to get it but missing it. And boundary fielder also not reaching it. So an expensive over so far, 13 coming from it, 2 balls remaining. This time going for the low full toss. Ball going down the ground for a single. Grant Thompson doing the damage and leaving the final ball to Abrams.
Final ball of the first innings of the CSA T20 Knockout Cup.
It's gone across across his stumps, hit it down the ground, and they settle for the single.
And that's the end of the first innings of the CSA T20 Knockout Cup final. The Northern Cape Heat, the respectable 141 for 5 after 20 overs.
Really good recovery after they seem to have been bogged down after 15. Grant Thompson leading the charge, 35 runs off 25 deliveries. It's been an exciting innings. Once again, sways in momentum throughout.
Yeah, you see the SA under 19 outfit. Quite confident, quite positive. They're happy with their effort here. The coach providing all the venom right now.
Oh, he'll be telling his chargers that's very much a chaseable total. They didn't have an issue chasing around 160, 170 yesterday on this exact track. It is a different opponent today, and this Northern Cape Heat is really good bowling. Is a really good bowling side. So 142 target, a very competitive total as we look forward to the second innings of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We are at the final of the CSA T20 knockout competition. It's all to play for here.
available at the bottom. And all of them are full. So one is so let's see. Oh, we had, okay. Then it's fine.
So what we'll do is I'll do my 6, then you guys can do. Should we start with the torso? Should we start with the torso and go into?
Yeah.
What do you think? Let's start. Let's start.
And we're back. South Africa under 19. South Africa under 19 chasing 143. 142 rather. Makila Prince betting alongside. It's the final of the CSA T20 knockout between South Africa under 19 and Northern Cape Heat. South Africa under 19 won the toss and opted to bowl first, which is a similar decision that they took in the semi-finals where they chased down a 160-run target. Can they do it when it matters most in the finals? I'm not alone. I'm joined by my colleague Douglas. Douglas, do you reckon the boys are gonna repeat what we saw yesterday?
Yeah, look, I think personally I'm a big fan of this under 19 outfit. If it isn't clear yet, I think that they've been out and out the best team in the competition so far, and they've shown all-round consistency with bat, ball and in the field. And I'd be very surprised if they do crumble at this stage. However, they are youngsters, and it'll be interesting to see if they have the temperament to push through, because this is a very chaseable target.
It's also important to note that the Northern Cape Heat were able to defend 140 runs in their first semi-final against the Tuskers. Ineskem was very, very economical yesterday. 1 for 16 in his 4 overs, opening the bowling for his team. Good drive there from Ronan Henman. He's only going to get a single. Makila Prince had a bit of a tough time yesterday against the home side, Eastern Cape Inyati. Didn't last long.
Yeah, I think change of conditions, he seemed to struggle to adapt to the wicket. He's got a second chance at it now. First ball, pushing it down the ground for a single. These two as an opening pair have been extremely enterprising. They've been exciting to watch, and they seem to really work in sync with each other. When one's aggressing, the other one's knocking it about, and they do seem to interchange in that capacity. Oh, that one is inches past the wicketkeeper and the stumps. Bit of a nervy one to start with.
Gotta be careful here, the SA under 19s. Can't afford to lose too many wickets in that first power play. What a shot! Sweep shot there from Prince. Van Rensbeck does a very good job to make sure that it doesn't go for a boundary.
And they do come back for a second. That's 5 runs off the first over as SA under 19 pursue this trophy. It's a brilliant opportunity for the boys to get exposed to a professional final. It's not like it's just an invitational final. They are part of this competition, and for a lot of them it would be an absolute honor to bring this title home.
And on that conversation, Dagi, we had a conversation off air whether the SA under 19 side winning this tournament, what is it really going to say about the standard of cricket in Division 2 cricket? Is it something worth reading into?
You know what? I think that's a very subjective question. It does tag on the brain a bit, but the way I see it is these are a squad of our best youngsters coming through the system, and I don't think it in any way diminishes the Division 2 league that we have going. I think that it is a competition where the Div 2 sides and the SA under 19 side should be competitive at this stage. That's my personal views, but I mean, it's so subjective. You could take it any way you want and say, well, they youngsters, they shouldn't be performing so well against our professional sides. But I just don't see it that way.
Reverse sweep finds the gap between point and third man. Beautiful shot there from Ronan Herman. Picking off from where he left off yesterday with that beautiful 40. There's no way the fielder would have gotten there. Beautiful placement from Ronan Herman.
So I think that's just to my point. It's a beautiful shot. The stroke play of these youngsters is, it's as good as textbook cricket. I mean, they execute at such a high level. But for me, it'll also be interesting once this crop of players move on out of that under 19 side. They've all been together for so long. How they manage to integrate new players into the system and maintain that high standard that these players are keeping. I think that's something that time will tell. As this one's been pulled out into the leg side. Chance for the square leg fielder, but he's missed it. A great sprawling effort down in the deep as Ronan Herman is looking for a third. But Mikhail Prince deciding against it. In fact, that has been given as a boundary now. Some early runs. Mikhail Prince will definitely take a bit of confidence out of these early strokes.
Ponduli bowling that one a lot flatter with a lot of pace. Very experienced campaigner is Ponduli. We all know that he was with the Lions last season. Decided to make the switch to the Northern Cape Heat. Drops it short, pulls it. Michaela Prince for a single. Interesting field here by NS Cam. He's got a man in the boundary. Deep square leg and one at cow corner.
Well, it does look like they're not planning to pitch it up anytime soon. We've seen how good the top 4 or 5 of these SA under 19 boys are on the balls that are bowled in their arc. It's almost intentionally being dropped short. Having said that, it's been flicked out into the leg side, a slight misfield. They come back for the second. Really good running from the SA under 19. That brings to an end the second over. 17 on the board without loss. Tell me, Ungama, how do Northern Cape Heat approach this? They know how aggressive South Africa are going to come at them. They know that they can't afford to keep a batter at the crease for too long. How do you go about taking those early wickets, making sure that you get a foothold in this second innings?
Tell you what, Daggy, the one thing that I've noticed when it comes to the Northern Cape Heat is that they have the right type of bowlers for this type of wicket, for these types of conditions. So the only way that I see them getting these early wickets is if they make sure that they create pressure through dot balls. We saw that Van Rensburg yesterday had a very, very good spell, mixes it up very, very well. So that's the only way, Daggy. Create pressure through those dot balls.
And I think the variation of pace, as you say, they know this wicket or this type of wicket. The variation of pace, and if you're bowling at that line and length, there's lots of movement there. And Van Rensburg has started off like a steam train.
And we know how explosive these two batters are. From the last game against Inyati, they had a lot of pace to work with. It's going to be interesting to see what Van Rensburg is going to do here.
And just like that, it's been whipped out into the leg side. And it's been caught. Wicket time.
What a catch there on the outfield. Not an easy catch with all the wind here at Buffalo Park. Charge did very, very well and made sure that he hangs on to that one. Big wicket.
Mikhail Prince just continuing his struggling form on this wicket. Just mistiming that and just skying that ball. Bringing to the crease. It's bringing Van Heerden to the crease. George Van Heerden, as you hear the applause. George Van Heerden with his supporters out, family coming through, and a special occasion to have them here. Lots of weight on his shoulders. That early breakthrough. Van Rensburg has looked so good in his first 3 deliveries. And,
those dot balls, Daggy. Those dot balls, Daggy.
Oh, they accumulate pressure. And Van Heerden facing. Oh, he's pushed at that. And the recent law change where the new batter has to face. Always spicing things up as well now, as ideally they would have wanted Herman on strike. He's faced a few deliveries, and a nervy first delivery for Van Heerden. Van Rensburg with his tail up.
Gets a one there, George. Off the mark with his second ball. Didn't have a good outing yesterday, is George Van Heerden. And as the skipper, he'll be looking to make sure that he leads by example today. Big game.
This is the first match where we haven't really seen any of the top 4 come off for the under 19 SA side. Final ball of the over. It's a dot ball. That's a fantastic over. Only 1 run coming from it, as well as the wicket of Mikhail Prince. There's some work to do here for SA under 19. Northern Cape Heat will look to emphasize this pressure that they're going to start building now.
Andrew Ghasemini had a very good spell yesterday, taking 3 wickets. Can he do it again?
Well, we were saying variation is the answer, but that Van Rensburg over was just pure steam and pace coming in. And it's a wicket where if you hit your line and lengths, it's very difficult to score. But as soon as you stray, it's a little bit slow and gives the batters time to latch on to anything that's offline or a little bit short or full. But Rasimene also a lot of experience coming in.
Starts off with the short one. Easy single there from George.
And there's overthrows here, there's trouble. It's run all the way. It's catastrophic.
Disappointing there from Tseponduli, I think, at point.
What was a really decent first up delivery has turned into 5 runs against his name. Batters won't be complaining, but the bowler might do. But he'll be putting it out of his head as he lines up the second delivery.
Another short ball there from Andrew. Too high, it's called wide by the umpire.
Well, maybe there is that bit of frustration unleashed in that delivery.
Yeah, he has to find a way to calm himself down, and Ruchasimini still has a job to play. A lot to do here from him.
It's been a rather circumspect start here from Ronan Arman. Usually a very fast-paced from ball one and going at almost a runner ball so far. He does strike a ball, very true, and that's where it comes back to your point, where variation of pace, is just slowing the ball down. He's a batter that loves pace on the ground into the offside, so just taking the pace off, back of a length deliveries will make it a lot harder.
Another short one there from Khasimini. There's a man at square leg on the boundary. You can tell that there's a lot of homework that NS Cam and his side did on these under-19 boys, giving them absolutely nothing to work with here.
So, I mean, do you think that there's a possibility that they were underestimated going into the tournament, not performing as well last season as they are this? Was there a slight underestimation?
I don't necessarily think so, Douglas. I mean, everyone knows that the likes of Kwena Mapaka, the likes of Matthew Boast, highly rated. I think the only reason that this team has been able to perform as well as they did is that they simply have quality players. Full toss there from Khasimini, smashed away through the covers by Ronan Herman for 4.
Point in case of how true a striker of the ball he is. First chance he gets, full toss, driven through the covers with absolute power. There's no stopping that. Brilliant stroke play. Rasimene just straying on his length there. Can't afford to be full to Ronan Arman.
And if there was any underestimation, they've paid the price. Oh, edges it down to third man on the boundary for a single.
We've said it, not too many teams being able to take advantage of the power play. Sitting at 31 for 1 after 4 overs. Decent start. I'm pretty sure you'd want to be in the batting change room at this stage. But 1 or 2 wickets in the next 2 overs does sway the momentum. It does make it look a little bit more positive for the Northern Cape Heat. And they do have Van Rensburg coming in. He's been spectacular. And just to give you perspective, you take out his over and they're sitting at 30 without loss after 3 overs. So it looks like this over might be key in terms of just bringing the momentum back towards the Northern Cape Heat.
Starts well from Rensberg. He's getting a lot of shape into the right-hander. So it's very difficult for the batters to know if it's going to go across or if it's going to come back. Those are the thoughts that are running in the mind of someone like Heerden at the moment. Giving him absolutely nothing there is Benjamin van Rensburg. This is what I was talking about. This Northern Cape Heat team is very, very good on these conditions. The lines are right, the lengths are right from Van Rensburg. Don't give him width, don't bowl too full.
Oh, he's had a huge waft at that. Van Rensburg just superb at this stage. They cannot play. He's hitting that back of a length, and there's just no runs to be scored at this stage. And this is to a Ronan Heerden who's been in really good form. So Van Rensburg showing his ability here.
Cuts it straight to the man at point, Tshepo Nduli. Good job there, Nduli. It's the first sign of width given by Van Rensburg. He'll want to rectify that and go back to those tighter lines, tighter lengths. To someone like Ronan Heerden, you don't want to give them any room at all. Otherwise, they're going to punish you.
4 dot balls in the over already. Make that 5. Van Rensburg is on a charge at the moment. Build up of pressure.
Going to be very important for Ronan Heerden not to lose his cool, to keep his composure. It's only 6 balls. There's a lot of deliveries to come.
And that's exactly it. There's so much time left in the innings. They can afford to concede a maiden over as long as it doesn't lead to them losing a wicket. So, see out the good bowlers. It's a cricket fundamental. Yeah, if there's good bowling, it's measured. There's so much time left in the innings that you'll be able to not even catch up. You're already ahead of the game.
There's still a 1 there. Good running between the wickets. Good call by George van Heerden. He was going to the danger end. It was his own call. Good stuff here from the South Africa under-19, making sure that the scoreboard keeps ticking. 32 runs after 5 overs for the loss of 1 wicket. Michaela Prince again losing his wicket cheaply and very early for the CSA under-19 side.
With Rasimene conceding 13 in his first over, immediate action now to bring on a new bowler. Ter Blanche coming into the attack. He's also, on his day, can be a real scary bowler. And it's with Van Rensburg bowling the way that he is, needs to keep up that pressure. He's bowled it short this time. There is cover out in the deep. There seems to be a set plan that they won't be bowling full to any of these guys, making sure that they have that cover out in the deep. We did see that was the undoing of the SN under-19 batters in the group stages, even on a true wicket at Pietermaritzburg Oval. So, set plan.
Ooh! That was a very good shot ball from Romano Ter Blanche.
Just having a look at this one, he's
stuff.
Dug that one in, and Van Heerden just fending more than anything there, looking real uncomfortable.
Welcome to the big boys there, George.
Yeah, Ter Blanche also not a small man himself. Getting a real steep bounce there. Ronan Heerden just trying to back away from that, create a bit of space in the offside. There aren't any fielders out in the deep other than that third man fielder. So just targeting that offside region where he's shown to be so strong. But really out of the ordinary that he's going at less than a run a ball at this stage. Probably showing the discomfort. Blanche just keeping up that pressure.
Skies it. Easy catch there for Grant Thompson.
And that is the accumulation of pressure. There were 7 dot balls out of 9 before that one was bowled. And the pressure telling. And it's exactly what we spoke about. It does lead to wickets, that pressure. As we see the end of Ronan Herman scoring 17 of 21 deliveries, hitting 2 boundaries, but just not really looking as comfortable as he usually would. And SA under 19 needing to rely on their middle order now. New man to the crease, Richard Silitswane. Also really capable with the bat and ideal for this type of situation, has real temperament. He's played at the top level and will be looking to put together a bit of an innings with his captain, Van Heerden. Apologies. No, it is Van Heerden.
Yeah, it is. It is. We saw yesterday how comfortable Richard Silitswane was against the pace of Gideon Peters. Very good on the offside, Richard Silitswane. Hits on that V very, very well.
Lots of chatter in the field. And this one being guided down. Silitswane getting off the mark immediately. Northern Cape starting to get a bit of momentum in their direction. This power play being swaying in momentum already, in that the first 4 overs belong to the SA under 19, but these last 2 have just been fantastic.
Another good delivery from Romano Teblanche. Finishes off his first over. 1 for 4. And that's the end of the power play. 36 runs, a runner ball power play. Big wickets there for Northern Cape Heat. Ronan Herman back at the dugout. And Michaela Prince. As we see the off spin of NS Cam coming back in. It's very, very good in the semi-finals. And straight away, got five men on the boundary. Extra cover on the boundary, long on, long off, cow corner and deep square leg.
Looks like Northern Cape Heat saving Van Rensburg for the death overs. I don't know, I'm sure the captain was tempted to give him another one after taking 1 wicket, going for 2 runs in 2 overs. But Ernest Kem also more than capable with the ball, going for 5 runs in his first over. Be looking to continue that vice grip that they've got on the batters at the moment.
Drops it short this time around. There's a man there, a deep square leg. Very, very tidy bowler. Ines Kem gives absolutely nothing away. Tight lines. Very, very smart captain.
Constantly adjusting the field, making sure that they keep up. As hit that a little bit aerially, but into a safe region of the ground. At this stage, I would think that SA under 19 just looking to rotate strike, get bats on ball, get the runs ticking again.
They need to build a partnership here, the SA under 19s. Yes, it's a T20 game. Yes, you need boundaries. But at this stage, it's very, very important for them to make sure that they stay there. These two, George van Heerden and Richard Seletswane. With the power that someone like Matthew Boast have, they know that they can catch up in the end.
And that brings to an end the 7th over, 40 on the board for 2 wickets. And 102 required from 13 overs. It's a very evenly poised at this stage. Momentum on the side of Northern Cape Heat, pulling it back after those first 4 overs. As lots of discussion in the field. It's all these decisions that are made now are going to decide the outcome of this fixture. Whether you're a batsman, a bowler, captain, those decisions you make now will determine if your team comes out victorious. Do you have a change in bowling now?
It's Landsberg.
Landsberg coming into the attack. Ball's been hit down the ground. They just trickle through for the single.
Keep those ones going, boys. The only way that you guys are going to have a crack at this total is to make sure that you rotate those strikes. Decent bowling here from Northern Cape Heat. Drops it short. Landsberg, quick to rock on that back foot. Richard Seletswane played that cut shot well. It's a very difficult art to master, leg spin. Drops it short. Beautiful shot by George van Heerden. Picked the gap very, very well between deep square leg and cow corner.
Point and case. He's just straight on his lines there, not coming out of the hand as he would have wanted. And that ball getting absolutely bludgeoned down to the square leg boundary. No chance for the boundary riders. Is that slight pressure release? Is that the one that SA under 19 needed? George van Heerden, also a real capable batter against spin. This time driving it into the offside. There's a chase on for the boundary riders. And some excellent fielding work. They've come back for a second, what could have been a third. As we bring to an end the 8th over, 49 on the board, 2 wickets down. 93 required from 72 deliveries.
NS came to continue his 3rd over. And I'm joined by my good friend here, Mdungu. Welcome there, Mdungu.
Good to be back for the 2nd innings of this final. Good to be back, Ongs.
Shim is on the wicket. Richard Seletswane is very good when it comes to that V.
Played it very well there.
As we saw in the semi-final.
It's the first time really that we're seeing as the 50 comes up. for the SA under 19 team in the 9th over. As I was saying, it's the first time that we're really seeing the SA under 19 team being put under the pump here. Having to change, facing some adversity, having to find different ways to maneuver. As we say that Silitswane tries to take the man on the long off and long on, and he's gone. Perhaps the pressure telling on Richard Silitswane. Comfortable catch taken down there at long on.
Those dot balls that NSKM was producing got into the head of the young Richard Silitswane, forced him to take that risk, and a good catch in the end at long on. 3 down now, South Africa under 19, and in comes the man on form. Can he do it again? Matthew Boast had a very, very exceptional tournament so far, the youngster, with both bat and ball.
Richard Silitswane there, probably feeling that the best way to approach this entire thing, this entire chase, was to be very offensive, not willing to allow himself to move in singles and twos. But you have to wonder now if Matthew Boast also has to think about a change of approach. 3 wickets down.
Beautiful delivery there by NSKM. Beaten there, Matthew Boast.
Slight misfield there by Abrahams allows Matthew Boast to get off the mark. You do have members of the SA under 19 camp claiming that the entire team can bat, so you know that it won't really be much of a problem for them if they keep losing wickets. They just have to keep the run rate very, very high. At the moment, they're going at just under 6 and over, with the rate required being at 8.
Another solid over there from NSKM. 1 for 2 in his 2 overs. Andrew Ghasemini comes back into the attack. Went for 13 runs in his first over. First up is against George van Heerden. A lot of changes being made in the field currently by skipper NSKM. Drops it
George
short.
van Heerden, top edge for 4. Very fortunate runs there for the SA under 19 captain, but he'll take them. Take them any way they come.
If you decide to go, you have to go. Go hard. If you get the edge and make sure that it's going to go for a boundary, He gets a tick from me for good intentions, for positivity, is George van Heerden.
Yes, but also Khasmani won't be too unhappy with that. He'll see it as a win. A small win, mind you. Just plays it down to third man. Five runs off the first 2 balls of the over.
He has to find a way, Andrew Khasmani. He has to find a way to keep these SA under-19 batters quiet.
He has been expensive so far, Khasmani.
We've seen already how those dot balls create pressure, and that pressure amounts to wickets.
Khasmani welcoming Matthew Boast into the wicket. First time facing a seam bowler today for Matthew Boast, hitting him in the chest. Big chest of Matthew Boast there. Did not even flinch.
Slow ball there from Andrew Khasmani. Very well executed. Hit straight to the man at cover, Grant Thompson.
Still time, yeah. Still time to navigate this tricky period for George van Heerden and Matthew Boast.
Another cutter there from Andrew Khasmani.
Great pressure there in the field by Landsberg. George van Heerden looking for 2 there. I was listening to you as I was off commentary. Ongama, you were right in saying that with the power of Matthew Boast, the SA and the 19 outfit doesn't have to worry about hitting in the back end. If it's still there, they still have a huge chance of taking this.
Kwekwetisa makhwenkwe ka NSKM. Kwekwetisa makhwenkwe ka NSKM. Ngonqele egoqweni amadoda ese under 19 bathathu thindi ngamashumi amasithandathu webhodini.
After 10 overs, the 2 totals were almost identical. Northern Cape Heat were 59 for 2. SA and the 19 60 for 3. It's a crowd catch that. Ernest Kim playing with everyone else on the ground, pretending that he took a brilliant catch there, caught and bowled. That's what they need to keep doing. The SA and the 19 team. Just keep nudging it around. Hope that the bad ball comes.
Yona ndibalekleyo wena mntu ngokubana abafana babini bebekhona kweza overs zokugqibela. They can't afford to lose any wickets.
Takes them on. That's Matthew Boast. It's way over the minute long on. For a second there, Tsepontuli was interested, but he watched it sail over his head.
Bengenalo nethuba pha mfana kaTsepontuli kaLongoni. Bethe kakuhle kakhulu mfana kaBoast lo bhola. Lento besithetha no Douglas ukubana funeka ngugcwalise kula madoda e-SA under 19. Phosile kwakhona mfana ka Matthew Post. A rare error there from NS Cam.
I wanted to check that last ball. I missed one.
Two huge heaves back to back from Matthew Boast, just outside off stump.
Cofela Qiba fana ka NS Cam. Hle kakhulu eza figures 1 for 20 over zakhe zone. Sebenzile kakhulu kwakhona namhlanje mfana ka NS Cam. Sebenze ngephini qala wanceda team yakhe bamayifikelele kwi target noko ehloniphekayo. Sebenzile kwakhona ngebhola namhlanje. 1 for 20 in his 4 overs in his cam, leading by example as a skipper. It's up to the rest of the bowlers to make sure that they execute those plans. They have the SA under 19 team exactly where they want them to be. Keep that pressure on. Make sure that those dot balls keep coming. Khassimini started off his first over, conceded 13 runs. His second over conceded 6 runs. He's going to have to make sure that he bowls well in his third over as well. Fumana umnqongo fana ka George van Heerden. Yabonakala into yobana mntungwa akade ayitime man fana ka George. Kade ayifumane. Noko.
Perhaps when he's in there with the likes of Matthew Boast, he doesn't really have to worry about being the one to hit all the big 4s and 6s. Just nudge it around, allow Matthew Boast the time to really get settled in, so he can be the one to be more aggressive. So the game plan doesn't have to be both of them hitting it out the park. All the players, all the fielders, yeah. So many fielders on the boundary for Matthew Boast. Tries to take it on. Straight into the hands.
Good DJ Khaled wena fana kamntungwa, another one. Sebenzile ke mfana ka Khassimini. Lendo bifuneka. Fumana uthinto omkhulu kakhulu indoda enobungozi, indoda ihorho fondini. Fana ka Matthew Post. That's a big wicket for Northern Cape Heat. And you feel that they have the foot and their necks now. Really making sure that they capitalize on the good start that they've had. Northern Cape Heat.
Juan James stepping in with his team in dire trouble here in the final of the CSA Division 2 T20 knockout competition. George van Heerden, the captain, passing on the instructions there to Juan James.
Kesibone ba fana ka James usiphathela ntoni namhlanje. Sebenzile ke izolo. Dlale kahle kakhulu.
Finished it in next to no time against the Eastern Cape Inyati. Khasmini continuing with the trend we saw from him yesterday of delivering with one good ball each over. Continues to give the batting side a chance to score many runs off of him, but they just can't seem to get him away. Works well in tandem with his captain, Ernest Kim. Ooh. No ball. Height no ball. It's a free hit. It's a free hit for Juan James.
yakhweleta mfana kaGhasimini yakhweleta mfana kaGhasimini kodwa ke kwathi lo mdlalo azotshintsha nto kwesasigqibo sigqibo sithathiwe ndoda qhubekeka
Has to keep his nerve here. Khasmini can't allow that decision by the umpires to affect his next ball. Might be big in the context of the entire game. A free hit coming up for Juan James. Well bowled by Khasmini. Brilliantly executed. Didn't cost him that much. You wonder why he doesn't bowl that line and that length for the majority of his over.
cow corner on the boundary long on the boundary for George van Heerden
Romana to Blanche warming up for the Northern Cape Heat.
fumana nje umnqongo umfana kaJames Klele over kaGhasimini phuma nje imitsele emihlanu kule over fumana uThinti omkhulu Thinti kaMatthew Post balekile ke kuba mfana kaGhasimini gqibezele kakuhle
Straight down the ground. Powerfully hit by the captain, George van Heerden. Perfect way to end the over for the SA under-19 side.
Yawudana umfana kaGhasimini they'll be very disappointed with how he finished that over 5 runs in the first 5 balls only for him to concede 4 in the very last ball of the over and yesterday Ghasimini bowled 3 overs.
This game still very much in the balance here. The SA under-19 side showing their mettle. Just need to keep the scoreboard ticking. Bad balls like the one we just saw from Ghasimini will come. They will need to get punished. But when they don't, they just need to keep scoring those ones and running those twos. Is there anything, Ongs, that needs to change from the side of the Northern Cape Heat, or should they just keep going as they are?
They have the upper hand here, the Northern Cape Heat. Keep it very simple. Keep bowling those dot balls. Let them make the mistakes themselves. No need for you to try anything out of the ordinary. Keep it tight.
It's another wide.
Another short ball there from Romanote Blanche. It's been given wide by the umpire. And that's 1 for the over. susa kakuhle lo bhola mfana ka James fumana nje umnqongo Tsima fumana iboundary xa kubhola uRomano Teblanche Santya sona sikhona variations nazo zikhona Nansi enye ibhola nanga lamaqhinga ka Romano Teblanche those variations there by Romano Teblanche very difficult for a batter to pick them up.
This game is set up to be very, very exciting towards the end. Both teams will feel like they're still within a huge chance of taking it. Oh, what a ball there from Romano Teblanche. He's been getting some purchase off the pitch. Just jumped up on Juan.
Sesasantya sika Romano Teblanche sondela mfana ka George van Heerden yoncokola naye mfana ka James
Chance for a catch. Brilliant catch taken by Grant Thompson. The pressure telling on Juan James. Romano Teblanche. Brilliant spell. Hostility. The entirety of that over. Finally gets something to show for it. Disappointed young man is Juan James. Devon Murray stepping up for his team. The captain, George van Heerden, keeps losing partners at regular intervals, yeah.
Tindi wakhe wesibini mfana ka Romano Teblanche over yakhe yesibini
For we can see that they trust themselves to defend any total that they put up on the board. They would have spoken about this at the innings break, that it's a very defendable total for them. Takes it on.
khawulela mfana ka James better phen kwakhe mfana ka Tsepontuli mancinci enkomo ingaba ilento besilindele nale ilento ezawutshintsha iinnings ze-under 19 le ngaba ila short le eza kwenza izinto zitshintshe for la makhwenkwana
Sensible batting there from the captain, George van Heerden. A boundary and over, yeah, plus singles is more than enough for the SA under 19. Composure with the right amount of intensity.
uncembe captain George van Heerden
Finding singles at will here is George van Heerden. 40 of 29. Has been seeing the batters from the other side, from the other end, struggling. Oh, almost pops it back up to Tsepontuli. Give that ball some flight, did Tsepontuli, to end the over. 14 overs gone, 88 for 5. tense here at Buffalo Park. It's the final of the CSA Division 2 T20 knockout competition between SA Under 19 and the Northern Cape Heat. The standout teams from the competition so far, the deserved finalists this season.
Isenyuka la ndaba la required run rate lithoba ngoku abalidingayo.
Romano to Blanche to continue with a short pitch barrage. Let's see what George can do here. First up to Blanche. Romano, George van Heerden loses the ball.
Uthi fetch fana ka Van Heerden. Betha yatsho ngapha kwebala le ibhola. Betha kakuhle kakhulu fana ka Van Heerden. Ivelaphi lando? Velaphi lando yenziwa ngumfana ka Van Heerden? Qala uyibona kwezi innings fana ka Van Heerden. First signs of aggression there from George van Heerden.
Yeah, it's great that we say that, even though he's on 46 of 30 balls. Romano to Blanche there, inexplicably bowling a full pitch delivery with all his fielders behind him inside the circle. Perhaps looking to set him up. That plan backfired by a huge margin.
Aphiwe Mnyanda there with the 12th man duties. For a man of his talent to be sitting out, it just goes to show how talented this CSA Under 19 side is. A lot of quality in that side. Looks like we're spoilt with left-arm quicks in the country at the moment. 3 of them in the CSA Under 19 side. Waqu, Mapaka, Aphiwe Mnyanda.
That's exactly where you expected Romano to Blanche to bowl from the first ball. He's learnt his lesson now. George van Heerden made sure of that. It's been a long time since we've seen that at Buffalo Park. Huge entertainment here in this cup final.
Susa kahle nje milenzeni mfana ka Van Heerden. Baleka kakuhle phakathi kwe wickets. Fana ka George van Heerden no Murray. Fumana isibini pha. Yatsho nescoreboard wena mntungu asithi good running. Sebenza lamakhwenkwe CSA Under 19. Dlalo mkhulu we final.
Perhaps George van Heerden understanding that it's on him now. Taking on the SA Under 19 batters have been taking on the fielders of the Northern Cape Heat.
Shota njengomtsumnye fana ka George van Heerden. Fike pha kla milestone 50 runs ke final. Sindile fana ka Murray phansi yabetha izinti leya khusela ngakakuhle tungo laphini lakhe fana ka Murray sondela ucaptain wakhe George van Heerden. Keep calm Murray, keep calm Murray.
That's exactly what he's saying. He's telling him we don't need to rush it, don't need to score any runs off any good balls. Brilliant shot. Brilliant shot from Devon Murray. Romana to Blanche, seeing him move away, trying to follow the man. Devon Murray. Devon Murray had the perfect answer. And that's the 100 up for the SA under 19 side after 15th over. After 15 overs. Very well poised match here. Brilliant final that we're witnessing at Buffalo Park in East London. Tsepontuli continuing from the Buffalo Park drive end. George van Heerden just 1 run shy of his 50. A well-deserved 50.
Susa nje kakuhle fana kafanete 50 wakhe kwifinal mfana kafanete phakama abazali bakhe wabela izandla sebenzile mfana kafanete fumana la 50 wakhe ngexesha eli-right kakhulu kwi-finals.
Personal milestones out the way. George van Heerden will tell you that was not even on his mind. Wafts it away. That's Devon Murray. SA under 19 keeping this match very interesting. Captivating the crowd here at Buffalo Park. All eyes glued on the match. Composure there shown by George van Heerden. Not willing to take any of the balls on if they're not in his arc. Northern Cape Heat. The field is on the boundary, waiting for any mistake, waiting to pounce. Oh, lovely stuff. Great stuff from Tsepontuli.
Ayihleke igqothe lomdlalo. Yamuonisha.
Tsepontuli
Clela ball.
looking for that LBW there. Devon Murray playing across.
Doing a very good job here, Murray. Making sure that the man that is on form gets the strike.
Good stuff here from George van Heerden and Devon Murray. Trying to see out this Tsepontuli over. Waiting for the pace bowlers.
It's game on, Mdungwa.
Isn't it just? Great running from the SA under 19 batters. No risks taken in that over. Very well poised match here. It's settled in. George van Heerden, 34 runs to win of 24 balls. Both teams will feel that they're within a great shot of winning this title, winning this competition, writing their names into the history books.
Ngalibali ke ba. Kungene ndoda enkulu Benjamin van Rensburg. At a very crucial time of the game. Brilliant captaincy here from NS Chem, making sure that the best bowler of the attack comes on at such a crucial stage.
Those are mind-boggling stats. One for 2 in 2 overs for Van Rensburg. That's a wide. Starts off with a wide. That's Van Rensburg. George van Heerden hunting that ball down. Both teams need to make sure that they keep their composure here. Smacks it! Smacks it.
betha kakuhle kakhulu umfana kaGeorge van Heerden nobhola.
Looks like a tennis serve that. Powerful stuff from the SA under 19 captain.
Bana segqeberha George van Heerden.
You have to applaud the composure shown here by George van Heerden. Sensible cricket, smart cricket, tactical stuff. Follows up a boundary with a well-run single. Eases the pressure on Devon Murray, who
Qaqile
himself
ubana wena Mntungwa khona lento beyibona uShukri ukuze athathe isigqibo sokubana izoba ngumkhokheli wakhe lo. Betha
tries to
kakuhle.
take him on. He's out. It's Devon Murray.
Yabona uba Latinti uthetha lukhulu komfana kaBenjamin van Rensburg. Qalanga kakuhle kakhulu le over. Fumene uThindi kodwa egqibeleni mfana kaMurray. Nangu uPayumi. Abdullah Payumi. Fana seKapa nanko.
More than anything else, that was a dot ball for the Northern Cape Heat.
Chaphaza Mntungwa.
Not needed. That shot was not needed from Devon Murray. His captain having done so well at the start of the over. Putting the pressure right back on his team now with the new batsman walking in against the informed Benjamin van Rensburg. Topsy-turvy game, yeah. Seesaw battle between these two teams.
Gotta love the captaincy here, the leadership here shown by George van Heerden, making sure that the new man on the crease understands what he needs to do here. Give me the strike, Abdullah Bayumi, give me the strike, let me do the job. You don't have to do anything fancy.
Also brilliant captaincy by Ernest Kim. Bring back his best bowler of the day, Benjamin van Rensburg, who obliges with a wicket. Two dot balls back to back. The pressure right back on the SA under 19 side. George van Rensburg. George van Heerden, rather, feeling stranded on the non-striker's end.
Sosa kakuhle mfana kaAbdullah Bayumi. Umnqongo. Yeke mfana kaGeorge van Heerden adlale. Bendingatsho wena Mntungwa uba inento nokwenza nobubhayi bakhe mfana kaGeorge. Bendingatsho. Kodwa ke mhlambi kusenokwenzeka.
They breed them well down in Gibbs. Brilliant stuff there. The likes of Robin Peterson in charge of the Warriors will be happy with the progress that's been shown by George van Heerden. Well played. Gets to keep the strike for the next over. A crucial over with Ghasemeni coming back into the attack.
8 runs actually off of that over.
It's a very tense atmosphere here at Buffalo Park. 26 runs needed of just 3 overs. You'd like to think that the SA and the 19 side has the slight edge, but with 6 wickets down, you can never be too sure. Ghasemeni talking to his captain there in Sepontuli. Leadership group there.
bona no Grant Thompson naye yasondela kwezancoko.
Experienced heads. Sepuntuli running.
Ukho umuntu enkomeni, ukho umuntu kwalongone emalaphini. Baleka uTsepondulo lequba pha kwa deep square leg emalaphini. Ukho umuntu kwa third man emalaphini. No deep point nayo khona pha. Extra cover actually emalaphini. Zakwenza ntoni umfana ka George van Heerden?
In a situation like this, you'd like him to keep stroking it around. It's not the time now. It's not the time to be too offensive. Who am I? George van Heerden says, take that! To Andrew Hasmani. Eases the pressure off himself and off his team.
Siyasho nase scoreboard sithi ngamanqine enkomo. Shota njengemitsi engama-22 kwibhola ezili-17. Uyatsho mfana kaGeorge van Heerden ukuba ndikhona ncamanga ndayithwala eli qela le-SA under 19 emagxeni. Andrew Khasimini
Well fielded. Under pressure by Grant Thompson. Brilliant shot there by George van Heerden.
khumbule ke uba fana ka-Abdullah Bayumi ungunto zonke yakwazi usebenzisa iphini lakhe kodwa ke kuyawubaleka into yobana azama afumane umnqongo khulu ke isikhewu kweli cala le-leg side.
Just needs to get a run here. Bayumi.
Sebenzile fana kaBayumi.
Mammoth effort here from George van Heerden, leading his team against experienced campaigners. The crowd feeling it here at Buffalo Park. Andrew Khasmani feeling the pressure here. Unforced errors from the Northern Cape Heat. You haven't really seen that many errors from them throughout the entire competition. The pressure that George van Heerden is putting on the opposition bowlers is telling now. He's bowled 3 balls in this over. Gone for 8 runs, 6 runs rather. Cracks him! Cracks him!
Manqine enkomo George van Heerden. Sondeza itimu yakhe futshane nala target ka-140 setiweyo zi-Northern Cape Heat.
That's as well timed as is headed today as George van Heerden batting like a man possessed here. The sole intention of taking his team to the final score, to victory, to triumph in the CSA Division 2 T20 knockout competition final.
Andrew Khasimini losing his cool here. Ndungwa.
Feeling the pressure here from the young man. Total confidence. Hasn't taken a step back as the captain.
Beautifully executed off cutter there by Andrew Khasimini. George van Heerden didn't have any answer to that. 15 to win, 13 balls to go. Can they do it, George van Heerden?
Quick single taken there. Makes his grounders by Yumi. Brilliant backing up. Great into the over for the SA and the 19 side. 14 runs needed of the final 2 overs. Surely it's got nothing to do with the gloves there. Passing on the messages up here Mnyanda.
Injalo wena mntongwa Shukri Conrad ndothi namava asebenzisa amaqhinga athile bilanga nobile za gloves isandotshintshwa ngu qa ke umyalezo ufuna udlulisiwe yaxelelwa ukuba ndoda ukuba awusiqabelisanga uyahamba ngenyawo ubuyele ebhali sithathe ndoda usibeke George van Heerden Themba lomzantsi Afrika likuwe captain.
Not looking like he's feeling any of this pressure as George. Third man comes into the circle. Fine leg is in the circle. Van Rensburg. Easy one there from George. Lovely composure shown by the young man. Still early days. Final 2 overs is a different game in itself. All by itself.
Yabona abantu bame ngenyawo nzima nohlala phansi makhwenkwane ese under 19 xelela ukuba afuna ubhala imbali entsha lamadoda.
Shot by Yumi. Taking the pressure off of his team with a brilliant shot. Waited for that cutter. Waited for that cutter from Van Rensburg. Played it behind square. With fine leg in the circle.
Yazivela nawe mbukeli ekhaya ba abalandeli bathi bafuna ezinye izinto ezinje ya
Amanyum. Bayumi looking for 2 there. George van Heerden sending him back, saying, I got this, son. I got this, son.
ngathi lamadoda azixelela ukuba nabo bazayigqiba le match ingakafiki inofika nakla over ye 20. Can he do it? 3 balls remaining in the over. George van Heerden, 8 runs to win. Pulls it straight to the man at cow corner. We only get a single there, Mdungwa.
Amadoda in Northern Cape Heat. Abdili Misinsela. Inzima indaba. Asiyazi ukuba sizoyiqala ngaphi lena. Yokuba babethwe ngamakrwala. Nango! Sebenzele umcholi we Northern Cape Heat. Umkhokheli uNSKM. Uthi nisebenze kangaka amadoda. Anolongo bethwa apha. Ubolinye kulomjikelo. Eshikileyo agqibe umfana ka Van Rensburg. George choncembiyana nyana. Kanxamango George. Baba nje lo bhola. Sakukhawu. Uthi ndiyawufuna lo mjikelo ogqibela mawuzapha kum. Madoda ndinoyeke. Ubhuti abakhulu ndinoyeke.
Who will take the final over? Landsberg. Romano Teblanche. Sepondoli as well. They haven't finished their four overs. Looks like it's going to be Romano Teblanche to finish off things here for the Northern Cape Heat, entrusted with the responsibility of defending 5 runs in the last over of a T20 game up against a man on form, George van Heerden. Currently on 71 of 47 deliveries. Can he do it? Romano Teblanche. You can see that his captain is advising him that Teblanche, we've come a long way to get to this final. We cannot let up. We need to find a way of defending those 5 runs. We need to find a way. Hands on the hips, Romano Blanche, not good signs. But let's see what he's going to do here, Romano Blanche.
Ngiyakroka le ntwana ezamgqibela mdaka ubhuti omkhulu le. Bhola nje ezimbini. Siya kodena.
Sawuyidla kalo.
Nangu ubhuti omkhulu. Nangu ubhuti omkhulu. Tsala nzima. Cengisa ubig bash kule veki pheleyo. Ezinkayi phofu.
Finga intshiya le ndoda yakwa Romano Blanche. Vumelani Tunu umpire. Shot.
Benditshilo. Imgubela mdaka. Imgubela mdaka ubhuti omkhulu le ntwana. Imbi le ntwana. George van Heerden ikrwala madoda. Phambi kwamaxhego.
Shambombo. Job well done by George van Heerden. Took his team to the final of the CSA T20 knockout. He's done it.
Imbali yobalisa iminyaka neminyaka lena. George van Heerden ungabi. Ubonisa amagqala ba umsebenzi uqhutywa njani. Ngamadoda. Onyana amadodana oMzantsi Afrika. Ayithathile intshatsheli.
Remember the name, George van Heerden. Remember the name. Super innings, super effort from the 19-year-old, 18-year-old George van Heerden. Shambombo. Super effort here by South Africa under 19. 5 sides they've beaten in this tournament. Bazayibamba la ndebe ye-CSA T20 knockout. Bafana be-SA under 19. You can see that heads have dropped from the Northern Cape Heat team. They've also done a very good job to get here. Beaten one of the favorites to win the tournament in yesterday's semi-final against the Tuskers. Super effort from the Northern Cape Heat team. It's not easy, it's not nice to lose, but good job nonetheless. They've put on a show here. They can go back to Northern Cape, a proud team. Yazi ke ba bekiwa ngabantwana nje.
You have to say, in the balance of the tournament as a whole, the SA and the 19 side have deserved that. They've shown the right amount of intensity at all times, shown composure at the best of times. It's well deserved from the boys, and the crowd showing their appreciation. They've been supporting them all around. Last week in Pietermaritzburg and here at Buffalo Park in East London. Brilliant game played here. Brilliant advert for cricket, as we've been saying the entire weekend. Proud parents. A joyous crowd. SA under 19, the winners of the CSA Division 2 T20 knockout competition, beating the Northern Cape Heat by 4 wickets, scoring 142 here in the 20th over. It's been lovely to have you over the past 2 weeks here at Buffalo Park. Hope to have an even better competition next year. Even more thrills, even more sixes, even more wickets. Thank you for being here with us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Heerden